Hey everybody, welcome to Bura Tech. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about, well, really how things have gone over since the IPO. Alright, welcome back. So, as you can see, things kind of dipped down for a bit and things are back up. It looks like things are green here. Tomorrow is the Federal Reserve. They might be raising interest rates, and I don't know if the news is leaked that they're not going to do this, or if, let's say, the interest rate hike is not going to be 50 basis points. It might be 25 basis points. I don't know what's going on. Someone knows what's going on, but you can see that everything is, well, fairly green here, except for the TSX, because again, it's commodity based. And well, if we take a look at some of the commodities here, right, we got oils down below 100, gold's down below 2,000 again, and silver's down to 24.9. So things are back down to, well, less than they were before this, Russian crisis here. But anyway, so I kind of just want to talk a little bit about this. This whole thing is not good. It's really, I can't stress enough, why I make these videos here, right? Like, I make these videos because I care. And the thing is that if Udemy goes down, I'm going to be, well, my business is not going to be doing very well. It'd be like if you're a mobile developer and the App Store goes down, or even not even the App Store, but Google Play. Like, it's just a whole market that's not available anymore. And the worst thing that can happen to Udemy is that it gets delisted. Now, I don't know if it's going to get there, but I really don't want that to happen. Like, I really don't. But this is not good here. So remember when I said before the last price earnings, remember when I said that the next month or the next one is the real number that you got to be looking out for, because sales are not good from like the end of January to the end of March, and March picks up a bit, but just because there's more days in it. But at the end of the day, this is the one. The next one is, we really need to look at that. And the thing is that Udemy is now providing quarterly results, which I think is kind of interesting. But like when things go down 66, 67%, like that's a lot. If you had purchased here, that's really not that good. Basically, if that happened, you would have, if you put in $10,000, you'd have, well, what, 3,500 left? So it's really not that good. And I really don't want this to happen. Now, again, how do we fix this? How do we get the stock price to go back up there? Now, I really think a lot of people at Udemy think that you have to sell more corporate subscriptions. I really don't think that's what it is. Udemy should be focused on generating sales pretty much at any cost, and they should be focused on reducing their expenses. Both of those two things need to be done if they want to see the stock price rise. And how do we do this? Well, it's quite easy, actually. Since Udemy has a marketplace, what they need to do is look at how other marketplaces, successful marketplaces, work. And I always quote Steam or the App Store or Google Play. And all of those kind of have some similarities where companies can make a lot of money with them, right? And top talent is going to go do other things. And they might do some things on Udemy, they might not, right? The point is that I always tell people that the thing about Udemy is not necessarily what it's done, but like where the next talent is coming from, because most people don't even consider Udemy to upload their course. They just go straight to Thinkific. There's a lot cooler things you can do with Thinkific, and Teachable now than you can with Udemy. And if you have a YouTube channel, there's literally zero point to putting anything up on Udemy here, because what they need to do is just loosen their restrictions on a lot of things. Like, a while ago they stopped like free coupons. No, they should really revert that. They should go back to making free coupons a thing, right? And I get that there might be some issues, with like video, because video hosting is expensive. But again, I do think that there's a lot of other things that Udemy could do. And what they has to be done is they have to revert the rules back like almost 7 years now to like the way things worked in 2015. And if they do that and roll it back even more to make companies scalable, then I think we'll start to see the stock price rise. Now, of course, a lot of stocks are down right now, and I get that. So is this stock price down because of the stock market, or is it down because of the company itself? Well, I would say it's a little bit of both. We really need to see the marketplace make $1 billion a quarter, or about $4 billion a year. That should be the goal. And in order to do that, well, they need to just make it scalable. And right now it's not. There's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes where and I see a lot of the chatter, right? A lot of the chatter just, does not like Udemy. And especially they look at this number, 62% down or 67% down. They look at that number and they're like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of this at all. And that's kind of the big problem here. They've got a lot of good things going for it, but really, I need to be able to easily build a $10 million company on Udemy, and it's almost impossible to do that now. In fact, and in order to do that, they need to change a lot of things. And I don't know if they're going to do that, but we'll see what happens when it comes to Udemy here. But at the end of the day, I'm not happy about this. I really am not. Udemy is the unelected leader of the e-learning world. Specifically, a lot of the small instructor group of people, or class, if you will. And if it goes under, like if it gets delisted or goes out of business, that's not good for me, and it's not good for a lot of other people too. So it doesn't really. I don't get any joy of doing these videos. I mean, I do a little bit, but it's like seeing the stock price go down and down and down and down again. That I just don't like that, right? I'd rather it kind of goes up. Anyway, the big thing that you need to look at this here is, it seems like the day range here got down to 1016. If things go and close below 10, that's really bearish, because 10's a big psychological number. But anyway, I hope it doesn't get there, but it could. We don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the Fed meeting. All right. So that concludes this video. I want to know your thoughts down below. This channel doesn't get enough comments, so please comment down below. If you really like this channel, you can pledge for this project on Kickstarter. It's the Complete Python Automation and Machine Learning Bundle. This is a huge bundle of courses that teaches anyone how to code. And the reason why we picked automation is the #1 job that will most likely not get outsourced. And it's the #1 job that is least likely for you to lose your job, because automation engineers are insanely in demand. So you'll learn everything from basic Python to web scraping to machine learning automation to even mobile automation. This is Google Assistant and Apple HomeKit. Plus, we have Web3 blockchain automation. The more you pledge, the more courses you get. All of these rewards stack upon one another. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.